Well, hello. I thought it was time for some Granny Zanny stories. Those are stories about where you came from. I thought I'd start with a short, simple one of where Mimi and Papa, my parents, met. Her name was Patricia Ann Newton. She was from Fort Davis, Texas. His name was Paul Dover Lucas. He was from not actually a town, but it was outside Era, Texas, in northeast Texas. He was a surveyor, a brush cutter, the lowest position you can have in Conoco. He was a brush cutter for survey crew, and so they were out there at all around West Texas. And he met Mom, and they went out a couple of times, and then Korea happened, and he got drafted to Korea. At the same time, he was already engaged to another girl from back home. And Mama didn't like this girl at all, although it wasn't an actual formal engagement. It was just something that, you know, Dad's mom was kind of looking for. Thought it would be a good match for Dad. And anyway, when he got back from Korea, Conoco hired him back permanent. It's the only job he ever had. He was hired in February 1952. Anyway, he got with Mom. They got married. She went around with him to all these small West Texas towns where you'd stay a week or two and or a month or two. And so, we lived in, or they, till I would Starla till and me didn't come for a couple of years, but names of towns are Starla was born in Monahans, Texas, and she's named after a goat roper that was listed in the newspaper winning the rodeo. um, I'm from Andrews, Texas. That's where Mama and Papa Newton, Mimi's parents, had relocated after leaving Fort Davis. Papa Newton had a grocery store, and Mama Newton had a beauty shop. Mama Newton always had a beauty shop. Mama Newton was the first licensed beauty operator in the state of Texas. 1924, license 001. Mama Newton was a pioneer, and she was only about 4'8", 4'9", and she looked full Indian. Her grandfather's name was Cherokee Jack. Um, so we lived, let's see, Sanderson, Pecos, Tarzana, Roswell, Corpus Christi, um, Fort, Fort Stockton, there for a while, I think. Dad moved up through the company and everything. We ended up being at Conoco, the home refinery at that time, and home base was Conoco. At this time, this was when all the majors, and what I'm talking about are the oil majors. The five majors were Exxon, Shell, Texaco, Conoco, and Chevron. Exxon and Chevron are spin-offs from the Rockefeller monopoly. Conoco was started by E.W. Marland in Oklahoma. Dad worked for Conoco for 42 years. Um, that's how they met and married. There you go.